In terms of clothes designers, jewellery designers, for someone that's local and Scottish, I would look at their work first. If I could afford it, I would buy it.
I try as far as possible to buy locally. I have a veg box delivered. I shop at my local butchers as well as the supermarkets. If you don't buy from them, they go out of business.
We've picked up a chap actually who's just done a few jobs for us in the Penarth Times, sort of a small job man, and so that's why we found him, was in the local paper. So he's been and done a few jobs for us, and he recommended an electrician to us as well. So we got two for the price of one.
This is my business. It's called Big Blue Bike. We're cycle couriers. It's been going for about 9 months, but I've lived in Cardiff for about 5 years. This business is very local, and so I need to keep my focus on the local issues. Things like the Riverside Farmers Market, we always try and go down there and support local, fresh and people who are producing things within the area.
This is Mr. Ben Vintage Clothing. We've been here for 12 years. We used to be in Virginia Galleries, and the building, basically it was an A-listed building and it collapsed through work that was being done, and the local newspapers were really great. There was 40 businesses in there at the time, and nobody was really particularly interested in the story until the local newspapers picked it up, and then when the local newspapers picked it up, the national newspapers picked it up subsequently, and that really made a big difference to how we were being treated. Of what interest would it be to a national newspaper as to what's happening to 40 small independent businesses in Glasgow? It would have been no interest to them whatsoever. The local interest was 40 young up-and-coming businesses with a lot depending on their livelihood depending on it. So one thing led to another. It was a catalyst to the only positive things that actually came out of it for those that were involved, and that was all because of the local press.
This is
Captain.
And I'm Spike. We work for Cardiff Arts Institute. We've been running the events here since, well, basically from day one really, and this is a small, young venue. We've been open since November 2009, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's 18 months old really.
I mean, it's kind of representing everywhere else within Wales, but then definitely representing Wales. I mean, with our Fridays now, we've gone, even though we've brought down some big kind of like, dubstep, house, whatever DJs, now there's a big concentration on the acts that we've got here, because there's so much talent within, especially Cardiff, that, yeah, it definitely needs a voice.
This is a capital city at the end of the day, so this has been waiting for a long time to happen.
In a lot of cities, the kind of scenes are quite backbiting, quite kind of like, there's a lot of love within Cardiff, and people are really supportive about what the other people are doing. The most important thing is that we keep sort of, build up the strong local scene and kind of,
And maintain that sense of community, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.